Hey everybody, Darryl Slater here with Connor Hughes at the Jets training facility in Florham Park. It is Tuesday, really like a Wednesday practice because it's a Saturday game this week. And on this Tuesday evening, the Jets just put their right guard Brian Winters on a season-ending injured reserve with a shoulder injury. So, look, I mean, the fact that Brian Winters is going on IR with 2 games left doesn't necessarily mean that that is an injury that could sideline him for all of next year, even if he needs surgery.
Yeah, it could just be a 3-week thing.
Yeah, and even if he needs surgery. He could be back by training camp or whatever. But let's take a bigger picture look at the Jets' offensive line going forward. I mean, they are definitely going to have 2 new tackles next year. Their center, Nick Mangold, could be gone, salary cap casualty cut. So where does this line go going forward?
Who knows? And I think that's probably the scary part if you're general manager Mike McCagnon or Woody Johnson or Todd Bowles. You have absolutely no idea what is going on now with 4/5 of your offensive line because, as you said, Breno Giacomini isn't a very good football player right now, so he's going to be gone both for cap reasons and play reasons. Ryan Clady is on the injured reserve for the 3rd time in 4 seasons, so he's gone. He's got a cap penalty of $10.5 million, but they freed 10 by releasing him. Nick Mangold's body's breaking down. He's got a crazy high cap penalty. He's got concerns, and he's getting older. Your right guard, Brian Winters, who is probably the surest of the sure things on the offensive line, is an unrestricted free agent, and now he's hurt, so you don't know what's going on with him. There is no certainty. You have James Carpenter. That's it. And I know that, you can say, all right, well, that's just going to be a focus in free agency in the draft. Sure, this can be a focus in free agency in the draft, but the Jets aren't just an offensive line away from being a good team. So you're telling me that they got to find a way to fix the offensive line, defensive line, outside linebackers, cornerback, secondary coaching, all this stuff in one off season. It's a tall task, man. They only have 6 draft picks?
Yeah, exactly, because they traded one away to get Brandon Shell last year, actually, their 4th round pick for 2017. They won't pick in the 4th round as it stands right now. So, yeah, look, I mean, with Winters on IR, Mangold on IR, Ryan Clady on IR, Breno Giacomini on IR, a lot of questions about this Jets offensive line. You feel pretty good. I mean, you know that Carpenter will be back next year. You feel pretty good that the Jets will make a competitive offer to keep Brian Winters, so he'll potentially be back. I mean, you could have Brandon Shell as your right tackle or left tackle. Yeah. I mean, you know what Ben Ajalana is. He's just an all right player. Will the Jets draft an offensive lineman high? They have a lot of other needs they could address. How would Wesley Johnson do over the long haul as the center? I mean, he made a mistake in the
rectified it by making cookies.
Yeah, which you can read about on NJ.com. Made a mistake and almost got Bryce Petty killed the other night against Miami. The center Wesley Johnson did. So, look, I mean, this backup offensive line the Jets are going to take into New England on Saturday night. They're just going to hope they can keep Petty upright. So,
yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, and we'll be back with you guys later in the week here from Florham Park.